And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Singletary.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans,
and we are
it's all
underway here
up
in Las
next.
Vegas. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go right back to Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touch. Butker on to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, it's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pierce. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll take this. Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes working the middle of the field. He's got him complete. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And a good return. Just shy of the... Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground? To work the air attack a little bit more.
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The throwing again is Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 35 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but to be incomplete.
Every
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense. With 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime. them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Singletary again. Muscles him off. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run here with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Option right, here's Stroud. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now it's the backup Keenum. Touchdown! Nico Collins. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Keenum's going to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Houston set to take over. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on, and the Chiefs are going to get him. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Delay of game, offset.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Now here's Mahomes. Finding Hardman. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Stroud and the Texans down by 5. Exactly 1 minute remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You know?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it comes your way
Las Vegas.
next.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them the hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott now. That escapes the sack. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a while. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A give to Pollard running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Now Prescott. And it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. To throw is Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got his man. It's Gallup. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to battle the run.
And this throw incomplete.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to clinch. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the